Hello and welcome to a new vlog. Welcome to day, I don't know, 12 or 13 I think of the trip, because I think we were gonna have 15 days total or something like that. Welcome to day 2 of Oxford and our first kind of full day. Well, technically it's day 3 of Oxford because if we count the day we arrived, but it's our first full day of walking around Oxford and doing stuff in Oxford, because if you watched the last vlog, you saw that yesterday we went out to Blenheim Palace. I'm still just, it was such a magical day. So go back and watch that vlog. I have a feeling that vlog got a little bit long because, yeah, I just could not stop filming. Let me do a quick outfit of the day and then I'll sit down and tell you our plans for today. I'm wearing my navy and white stripe t-shirt with like the rolled up sleeves. I've got my blue jeans on. I've got my white Dr. Scholl's tennis shoes on. I also have a tan cardigan I will be wearing because it's going to be a little bit chilly today, and my blue and yellow and green and floral print Ted Baker scarf. It is a very gray day in Oxford today. I'll give you a peek out the window. It's a little hard to see because the camera doesn't really want to focus, but it is quite gray outside. We have views of another hotel behind our hotel. So on the agenda for today, take it easy. That I think is top of the agenda. So a big reason why we thought about doing Blenheim Palace today. So the original plan was that we were going to get to Oxford on Sunday, do Oxford sightseeing and stuff around town on Monday, do Blenheim Palace on Tuesday, and then do final Oxford sightseeing on Wednesday, and then we go back to the airport and fly home on Thursday. But other plans also kind of changed for Monday and meant that we could go to Blenheim Palace on Monday, and it made me think, I think I want to go on Monday. I just felt like I am at the end of my energy reserves, and it just seemed wiser that for Tuesday and Wednesday we could stay a little bit closer to the hotel. So if we need to pop back here to sit down and rest, if we have a lot of shopping bags that we want to drop off, we can come back and drop those off. You know, if we need for any reason to come back to the hotel, we can. But also, we don't have to walk a million miles around Oxford these 2 days if we don't want to. There are things we want to do that are scattered around Oxford. I would like to walk back out to Uni Parks. I would like to walk around Christchurch Meadow. If one of those things, if we only manage one but not the other, it won't be the end of the world. We're kind of at the point where things are going to start slowing down. They're still going to be fun. There's still a lot we want to do between today and tomorrow. Tomorrow it might rain a little bit, so I think we might do things like the Ashmolean Museum tomorrow. Indoor stuff, basically. But there is some indoor stuff I want to do today because I want to do some shopping, and I feel like I want to do more of the shopping today so that I can get a sense of, do I need to test packing for the airport? Originally I thought that I might do a dry run pack tomorrow morning, but we'll see how much I end up getting. I made that plan before I'd finished packing in York and before I realized that my check bag was still 3 kilos underweight. My carry-on bag is still like almost 10 kilos underweight, and neither bag was packed strategically yet. So I think I might be okay. We were wanting to like be aware of things because there is a contingency plan to go buy a new suitcase, to have a 3rd suitcase. We're flying premium economy on this flight, so on this whole trip. So we were allowed 2 checked bags each with up to 23 kilos in each of those 2 bags. So we could essentially have almost 100 kilos between the 2 of us in 4 checked bags. We're not shopping that much. And to be fair, I've been really good on this trip. I've not been buying as much as I thought I would. I've still been buying plenty, so don't worry. There's still gonna be plenty of hauls. But what I've been getting has also been a lot more like small and like little and lighter weight things. And so there's not been a lot that's gonna have to like get fit into my big check suitcase. So I don't know that I'll need to do a big practice for packing, but I would like to do more of the shopping today so that I could maybe start doing some packing tonight and tomorrow morning and just kind of see. But today we're gonna see a lot of sights. I'm gonna show you more of Oxford because I didn't really get to show you much of Oxford yesterday. Showed you a little bit of Oxford on the day we arrived, but we'll definitely do some more Oxford sightseeing today. I think we want to try to do the Oxford Covered Market today because that is always a fun place to shop. There's lots of little interesting things. One of my favorite shops was in there, and I'm really crossing my fingers that they're still open. So, you know, we were going around London kind of seeing what's still open. One of our favorite jewelry shops in London had closed, which was very sad. So today it's like going to be interesting to see what of my favorite shops in Oxford are still open. So yeah, that's our plan for today. Starting with breakfast, we found a place for breakfast somewhere called the Oxford Brunch Club. So we're gonna go and see if we can get a seat there. It's currently 9:15, so we're not doing too bad on time. I'd optimistically hoped we'd be out of here by 9, but that was very optimistic. But I think we can get out of here by 9:30.
Yeah.
You just about ready?
Just about ready. I was just charging up some stuff.
Okay, I just need to go to the bathroom one last time, but I've got shoes on, I'm dressed, I've got makeup on. So let's go get some breakfast and some tea. Well, tea would be good, but I think I'm gonna get a coffee. I need something hot for my throat. I'm feeling a bit better, for those who are wondering, for those who care. I am feeling a bit better. I think you can totally still hear it in my voice. But yeah, I am feeling quite a bit better. It is getting better every day. I'm definitely over the worst of it, but I'm still not like all the way back to normal. I'm hoping I'll be like better tomorrow and then better still on Thursday for the flight home. But I feel like I'm not sleeping. I got 5 hours of sleep last night. I'm thinking that I'm not going to start feeling really better until I've been home for a couple weeks and I've been sleeping and resting and all of that. So right now I'm hyped up on adrenaline and excitement and just wanting to see Oxford, and that is what is getting me through. But I do think a nice yummy breakfast and a really good latte will help me get going this morning. Okay, we have just finished an amazing breakfast at the Oxford Brunch Club. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. What did you think of breakfast, Mama?
Very good.
Very, very good. Mom got the croissant, which was a French toasted croissant. I got the frumpets, which was a French toasted crumpet with maple glazed bacon. And then we both got a side of an egg. So good. Oat milk latte. Amazing. Oh, that was so delicious. So now we're walking off breakfast a little bit. We are going to start doing some shopping, which I'm very excited about. So we're gonna walk down Broad Street. check out some of the shops. I think we're gonna head to Blackwell's. We're about to walk past Waterstones. I will probably resist Waterstones. So I think the only bookshop I really want to go to is Blackwell's. So we're gonna probably make our way down to Blackwell's and then shop our way back towards city center. So yeah, weather's still very gray, as you can see, but dry. My favorite weather. I'm actually able to wear a cardigan and a scarf. So we'll see how long both the cardigan and the scarf stay on. Mom might need her heavier coat. It's not that cold out. Mom feels like it's colder than it is. The store. Yeah. There's something else in Boswell & Co. It's not a store anymore. It's a hotel and spa called the store.
That's interesting.
That's sad that Boswell's is no more. But we might need to look at that hotel for the next time. I don't remember seeing that pop up on when we were looking. Anyway, we have,
Several months ago.
yeah. Anyway, we have made it to Broad Street. Yes, Broad Street, just getting my directions clear.
Where are you going?
Yeah, so I will show you some of the shops. So we started off doing all of the, official store type things, stores that sell official licensed Oxford University products. Anything with one of the college logos or the university logo or anything like that is all considered official gear, and that's owned and licensed and controlled by the university. And so you'll find a lot of the same stuff in each of the different shops if it's Oxford branded things, and then the shops will have their own stuff to go along with that. So each of these kind of more touristy shops, you'll find some generic tourist type souvenirs related to that particular shop, but then you'll also find the official licensed Oxford University stuff. Then we wandered further down Broad Street towards Blackwell's. This is the Sheldonian Theatre. We're also walking by the History of Science Museum. This is the Clarendon building. And then we went across the street to the Weston Library, which is part of the Bodleian Libraries. We were looking to do a tour of the libraries, but they didn't have any spots available left. But there is a really excellent gift shop in the Weston Library. So there's also one across the street in the Bodleian Library, the Old Bod. I would recommend that as well. They carry a lot of the same stuff, and the Weston Library gift shop is bigger. Then we headed into the Heaven that is also known as Blackwell's Bookshop. This is probably my favorite bookshop in possibly all of England. I don't know, Daunt Books is really great in London, but Blackwell's is definitely the best bookshop in all of Oxford. I love it. These notebooks were so cool. They are blank notebooks made out of the covers of old books. I didn't get any. I was very tempted. I will probably get one on my next visit, but I had a really great wander just around the whole bookshop. I just wanted to see everything they had. I'm going to be making so many notes from all the different books that I found. This is why I'm taking video and pictures of so many book covers, because these are all books that I really wanted to buy, but knew I didn't have the money or the space in my suitcase to get them all on this trip. But yeah, these are all books that are going to be going on my to buy list and to read list. They have a ton of Agatha Christie. Then I headed downstairs, and I just have to say, if you ever go to Blackwell's, do not make the mistake that I made the first summer and part of the second summer and not go downstairs. If you go to Blackwell's, even if you're looking for something specific, if you're just looking, whatever, go downstairs. So after enjoying the gloriousness of all the books downstairs, I headed back upstairs and continued just wandering and exploring. It's been a while since I've really gone through all the different floors of Blackwell's. I think even on my last trip in 2019, I only did a couple. I didn't do the whole shop. So I really let myself wander. They have so many different sections, so many books on every topic you can think of, and like a really good selection. I feel like some of the bookshops, like the big chain stores I've been to back in the US, they'll have all of the same sections, but each section will be so much smaller. So like you might only find one shelf devoted to that particular topic, but at Blackwell's you'll find like a whole bookcase for that section or more. Then I went into the antiquarian book section, and oh my gosh, it's amazing. Go wander. They're really nice. You don't have to be buying, like you don't have to have 11,000 pounds to buy this first edition Jane Austen. Blackwell's is just incredible. And once I'd finished wandering around, I went and met up with Mom, who had managed to park herself and get a spot for us to sit in the Cafe Nero that's on the first floor, so the one above ground. I got myself some water, couldn't decide which size I wanted, went for the bigger size, and then also got a latte and a pain au chocolat. Try not to get run over. Mom's taking pictures of Blackwell's. We have just finished at Blackwell's. One book was bought. Over a dozen books had their pictures taken for me to look up when I get home. Yep. Mom was just talking about the History of Science Museum. We might go in there tomorrow maybe. I've never been in, so that could be interesting. The weather's holding out. Still no rain, knock on wood. The shopping continues. We're gonna go hunt down Scriptum, which is a shop I've heard about. It wasn't here the last time I visited, so I think it's relatively new. It might have been here the last time in 2019 and we just didn't go in, but it definitely wasn't here when I was spending whole summer here. Or I definitely, from the looks of the shop, I definitely would have spent a lot of time in there that summer. So yeah, at Blackwell's, I took a ton of pictures of books that I want to look up, because if I bought every book I saw just now in Blackwell's, I would not fit them in my suitcase. But there were so many, mostly nonfiction books that I saw, so definitely want to look them up, add them to a list of books to start looking for and seeing if I can track down copies. So yeah, Blackwell's was overwhelming, but in the best way. It was so nice. We're now walking by the Blackwell's that has all the graphic novels and mangas and posters and all of that stuff. And we're also going by Trinity College as a bus passes by. So that's Trinity across the way, and I think farther up is Balliol, or is another college, I'm just not exactly sure which. But we're gonna go up this street, which I believe is Turl Street. So we're gonna go up here, and Scriptum should be, if I'm remembering correctly, in one of these buildings up ahead. So yeah, it's a great day to be out shopping. It's cool, it's a little bit breezy, not too hot, and yeah, we'll see what we can find in Scriptum, which has been on my list to visit for a while. It looks like my kind of shop. Ooh, that's a very squeaky noise. It's a little bit busy today. There's a lot of people out, but pretty normal for May. Mom thought it was busier than she remembers. It's just busier than she remembers for October or December. But it's pretty typical for May from what I remember 9 years ago. So yeah, okay, we should be coming up the Scriptum soon, and I will take you all inside and we will see how much restraint I am able to have. Okay, I showed remarkable restraint in scriptum. I didn't buy anything. I was on the hunt for a nice pen. I didn't see anything that I really loved. Well, I saw a lot of things I loved. I would have loved the calligraphy sets or the wax seals, but then it's like multiple things I would need to get. So I did the right thing. Covered Market, we need to do that.
Yeah.
We're gonna head to the covered restaurants for dinner. Okay, we're also collecting dinner ideas. We could do Italian, I suppose. So we're keeping an eye out for places to have dinner later. It's 1:15, so I think we're gonna go through the Covered Market next. Yeah, because that was definitely on our list for shopping today, or between today and tomorrow. So we may as well do it today since it's right here. Oh, it's right here. We can go in here. The Covered Market has so many fun little shops. But it'll be interesting to see if there are any new since we were here 4 years ago. Yeah, I'm sure there's a bunch of new ones. So let's have a wander and see what we find in the Covered Market. Okay, we have finished in the Covered Market. Lots of fun stuff. Lots more food shops than I remembered. My favorite 2 shops, unfortunately, are no longer there. So that was a little bit disappointing. But I did find a gift for my aunt. So that's good. I'm very happy about that. So that's one more gift checked off my list. I need one more gift for someone, but we're now gonna go back to Broad Street. There have been a few different t-shirts and hoodies that I'd seen in a few different shops, so I think I'm gonna go back to one of those and get a t-shirt and a hoodie. I wanted one of each, Didn't see anything anywhere else that I liked more than the ones I saw at the start of the day, so we're just gonna go back and get those. But did you feel a raindrop? Yeah. Mom says she felt a raindrop. We'll have to see. So far, knock on wood, it's been holding out. No, but we can, well, you looked on their menu online.
Yeah.
If you want to go there, we can go there. And then we'll probably be going back to the hotel in a little bit to drop off all the bags, some stuff, lighten our load.
Well, especially if you get a t-shirt.
Yeah, because we might still go, we could go for a walk around Christchurch Meadow.
You can do that.
Because that's closer to this area.
Yeah, that would be good.
Okay, it was further up this way is what I want. So on the hunt to get a new Oxford t-shirt and a new Oxford hoodie. Okay, we are back in the room temporarily. It is 2:15, so we're not doing too bad on time. We've done a lot of shopping. I'm trying to think through the list of places I wanted to go. I think we're done with most of the like Oxford specific shops, like the places to get an Oxford t-shirt and hoodie. Those have been acquired. You will see those very soon, because considering the fact that there is just one more full day Oxford vlog and the travel day home vlog, there's just 2 more vlogs after this one, and then the haul videos will start. So very soon you'll start to see all the stuff that I have bought on this trip. I will probably have filmed those by the time you're watching this, because I'm going to want to start using the stuff. I'm probably going to give myself a few days to recover when I get home, and then I'll start organizing and filming the haul videos. So yeah, we've done Blackwell's, we've done the Oxford kind of campus stores, we've done Scriptum. I really am bummed. There were some amazing things in there. I would have loved to have gotten a quill or dip pen set and a wax seal set. They had a bunch of really beautiful wax seals. But yeah, I think also I'm at a point where I'm just getting overwhelmed with all the options, and Scriptum was very overwhelming. There's a lot of stuff packed into a tiny space. There were some beautiful notebooks, but I am getting to a point where I'm like cutting myself off of notebooks and things like that, because my carry-on is getting quite full with guidebooks and other books and pamphlets and other paper goods that I've picked up. Magnets and ornaments and Blackwell's. Oh my gosh. Let's just take a moment. Blackwell's is huge. It's massive. I feel like I only showed you bits of it. The downstairs Norrington room is huge. The first time I went down there, I'd been going to Blackwell's like for a few weeks, and this was in 2015, and there was a author talk event that I'd RSVP'd for or signed up for. I wanted to attend, and it was downstairs in that room. So that was the first time that I actually walked down there, because I usually stayed on the ground floor and the first floor where the Cafe Nero is, and going downstairs for the first time was like mind-blowing, and it's still the same experience now. It is so massive down there, and there are so many amazing books down there, like different sections of books. The international literature and foreign language books are down there. But yeah, there's so many books down there, so many books. It's just, and there's multiple levels even down there. So like it's almost a double story height basement, and there's different like levels you can go to. So it's amazing. If you ever come to Blackwell's, make sure you go downstairs to the Norrington room because it is really, really cool. I did buy one little book at Blackwell, so you'll see that in the hall, but I took pictures. I think I said this earlier. I took pictures of a bunch more. So there's a bunch of books that I know I will be getting coming up like throughout the rest of this year, probably, and into next year. I wouldn't have been able to afford to buy all of them at once anyway, but I definitely want to go through the pictures and make a list and like bookmark them and probably add them to my wish list on different probably on Goodreads and my Amazon wish list, even if I don't get them from Amazon. I just want to have them listed somewhere. But like there were a ton of nonfiction. There were a lot of like women's history books that were really interesting. So yeah, there were just so many books that I was like, I'm going to take a picture of that one. I'm going to take a picture of that one because I want to get that later. So I'm very excited to get home and like organize that list and start ordering some of those books. I do that every time I come here though. It's the same thing with bookshops in London. I think I took some pictures of books I saw in Daunt. I know I cannot buy all the books I see when I'm traveling, both for a suitcase, luggage reason, and price. I just can't buy that many books in one go. But I will always snap pictures of books that I think I want so that I can go home and look them up. Usually I will only buy a book, or one reason why I might buy a book when I'm traveling is if I think I wouldn't be able to get it back home, especially if it's a book that's like a new release that's available here but won't be available in the US for like another year or something. There haven't been any of those though. So yeah, we've had a lovely afternoon so far, but we're gonna go out for another walk, I think. There's a few more shops we want to go to. If not today, then definitely tomorrow. But I had been wanting to try to do most of the shopping today so that I just kind of know I'm done shopping tomorrow. I'm still going to shop tomorrow though, so I don't know who I'm kidding. So yeah, we're going to go for a wander. We'll probably go, need to ask Mom about this, but I think we'll go walk through Christchurch Meadow now because I wouldn't want to go shopping and then have stuff that I'm carrying around Christchurch.
Yeah, good idea.
So I think we'll just walk out to Christchurch Meadow now, walk around the path there, and then maybe do some shopping before we go to dinner. So yeah, that's your midday update. I can't believe I'm like 10 minutes updating the vlog in the middle of a vlog. I feel like I'm doing pretty well this trip of actually talking to you all throughout the day. So I'm trying really hard. I hope you've been enjoying it. I hope I've been doing as well as it feels. We'll have to see once I get home and start editing these. But yeah, we're going to head back down and outside again, and it's still not raining, knock on wood, so it should still be a nice afternoon to go for a bit of a walk, and so we can get some nice views and some good fresh air and see some more beautiful Oxford architecture. All right, as you have probably been able to tell, there has been a change of plans. It has started raining, so it's not bad, but it's not really walking in the park kind of weather. Like, if it's like this tomorrow, then maybe we'll just deal with it and go for a rainy walk tomorrow. But I just don't feel like that today. So anyway, it started raining and we decided to just go do some more shopping. So we went into the Westgate Center, went into Accessorize, found a few bits there, including a gift for someone. So I'm feeling a little bit better about the gift situation. It's super cute. I got one for myself as well. So this person and I will be twins with this item. We went into Primark and I saw a bunch of stuff, but there was one thing I was looking for in particular, a scrunchie that Tamsin found at her Primark. I couldn't find it, so there was nothing else that it was like, oh, I have to have that. So didn't get anything at Primark, which is honestly kind of surprising. But it is what it is. So also tried to go into Ted Baker, but even though the Ted Baker here is showing as like still being there on Google Maps and everything, it is shut for good. And that was disappointing. But then somehow going into Primark or Marks and Spencer, which was our next stop, resensitized the anti-theft stuff on my Accessorize purchases. So I didn't want to keep going in and setting off all the alarms. So I went back to Accessorize, had her desensitize everything. The same thing happened with my Accessorize purchase the last time I was at that one 4 years ago. So I just thought, let me pop back to the hotel room because it's so close, drop that bag off so it won't get resensitized again. And now I'm going back to meet Mom. She is at the cafe at Marks and Spencer. So I'm gonna go back in there and find her. We'll do a bit of shopping. Might pop to Boots as well. We're just gonna keep shopping basically for the rest of the day and then get dinner in about 45 minutes. We were gonna go to the History of Science Museum, but they close at 5. So it just felt like rather than rush through that, let's just shop until it's time for dinner. So that's what we're doing. Now let's go to Marks and Spencer. Off to a good start. Made it in without setting off any alarms. Now let's get back to our revised plan for the afternoon. Okay, found Mom in the cafe, but she's already done some shopping and has just sat down. So I'm gonna do some shopping and let her know when I'm done. So we're starting in the beauty section, which is always very tempting. Okay, we're done. We are done at Marks and Spencer. It is definitely still raining. It is 5 minutes to 5 o'clock, so we are just calling it a day. And we're gonna go get dinner. We'll do a little bit more shopping tomorrow, as well as a couple museums, so that'll be good for a rainy day. And yeah, we'll do dinner tonight and then have a nice relaxing evening back at the hotel where it is warm and dry. Although to be fair, the temperature is really nice. I've only got my cardigan thrown over my shoulders. It's not that cold, but it is very wet and drizzly. It's not pouring rain, but it is coming down in a very steady drizzle. We're gonna go find somewhere yummy for dinner. And I need to see which road the restaurant we wanted was down. What? Say that again.
I don't.
I'm leaving that in. I'm sorry. Okay. To quote Mom, I'm gonna start my vloggy woggy. We're back. This is, I think, take 4. If you knew the stuff I was having to cut out of these vlogs, because Mom and I are just a walking wreck right now at this point in the trip. We are both literally falling apart. We have had an amazing dinner. We ate at the Ivy Collection, or we ate at the Ivy Brasserie Oxford, their Oxford location of the Ivy. And I was looking it up because I knew the Ivy was a very famous British restaurant, and I was wondering, is the Ivy Collection, the restaurant group that this location was part of, if that was the same as the Ivy that I was familiar of. And it is. So the Ivy, according to Wikipedia, which we all know is like bastion of truth and facts, that is sarcasm. This hotel room and traveling with Mom is a sound engineer's nightmare. There is always some background noise that I have to pause for. So founded in 1917, it was known for its popularity with celebrities. The original restaurant's location in the West End, opposite the Ambassadors and St. Martin's Theaters, made it a popular restaurant for theater goers. The Ivy has since expanded into various locations across the United Kingdom and Ireland, known as the Ivy Collection. So yeah, it's a chain, but it is connected and originally part of the original Ivy, so that's kind of cool. They had a 2-course menu for £19.17, so they call it their 1917 menu, so I'm assuming that's tied into when it was founded. Nothing on there looked like anything I wanted, so Mom didn't order from that one either. But I got the fish and chips, Mom got the chicken Milanese, she got the, what did they call it? The British lemonade, which was elderflower, lemon, cucumber, mint, and sparkling water, kind of the same thing we've been getting. The food was really good. The atmosphere and ambiance, the aesthetic and vibe of the restaurant was really, really nice. Totally like right up our street. Beautiful botanical wallpaper. It definitely still has that kind of I'd say more of a, warn me
What?
when you're gonna blow your nose. I've got to edit that out.
Oh, you can just leave it in. Mom,
I'm gonna leave that in just so you get some taste of what I've been having in the background. But yeah, it had a very like 1920s Art Deco vibe, which was really, really cool. I would definitely go back to another Ivy location. There were some we passed in London. Tams and I passed by one in York when we were going out that first night on our own. So yeah, it was really nice. Prior to that, I think the last update I keep pointing, and I've got the shadow here. The last time I updated you, I was going into Marks and Spencer. I found one thing at Marks and Spencer. You'll see that in the hall. The one thing like upstairs, but downstairs is the food hall, which is always tempting and very dangerous. So Mom and I have stocked up on airplane snacks. So some of these will last. Some of these will be,
a lot more snacks.
A lot more snacks than we came with, but we're possibly going to be awake for a lot more of the flight home than.
I mean, they didn't really give us snacks on the plane, did they? Do you remember?
They didn't, although from my memory, I think there's more snacks on the flight back because more people stay awake. So there will be food on the flight, but I mean plain snacks. It's fun. So. Got our bag of snacks, our Blenheim Palace bag. This is Mom's. I may have gotten one too. You'll have to watch the haul videos to see for sure. We're gonna split most of these.
Yeah.
But we got and I think all of these are actual like M&S food. They're not any other brand. So we got the Scottish all butter mini shortbread fingers. So little shortbread biscuits. All butter Cornish cruncher biscuits. These are topped with extra mature Cornish cruncher cheddar cheese, which sound amazing. Then we got pretzel thins, salted with just the right amount of sea salt. And these are baked, not fried. There's supposed to be 4 servings in the bag, so we'll split these. And then Mom got, I didn't realize you got 2 different kinds. I thought you got 2 of the same.
No.
She got Belgian milk chocolate covered cashews and Belgian milk chocolate Brazil nuts. And then I love these. I haven't had these in years because I don't think I got them the last time I was here. They changed the packaging a bit. I feel like there's twice as much in the package now, so I only got 2. But I would be tempted to fill my suitcase with these just because I can't ever seem to find Belgian milk chocolate peanuts. So I got 2. I mean, I know you can get chocolate covered peanuts, but in the US, but I just can never seem to find them. So yeah, very excited about this. I might have actually gotten these on my last trip here. I can't remember. Maybe I did. But I will probably pack 1 in my plane bag and 1 in my suitcase. I don't need both of these for the flight. Another thing I don't need all of for the flight, but I got 3 bags anyway, are Percy Pigs. So I already had a couple bags that I got in London, or no, I think I picked some up in York. Anyway, I already have a couple bags. I think I've bought 3 bags already, eaten 1 of those. So now I've bought 3 more. I will probably have 1 bag for the flight and the other 2 I will pack. So very excited about these. And all of these don't expire until November. So I will be rationing out the Percy Pigs once I get home. So yeah, that's our little plain snack food haul. But for tonight, you probably saw in the last clip, we went into Santa Nata, if I'm pronouncing that right, and got some pastels or pastel donatas. I saw them. We had some in London near Borough Market. Tamsin pointed them out. She had had them in Portugal and really loved them. I don't know if she'd had that particular brand, but she'd tried the actual dessert thing.
I actually saw them and pointed them out to her and asked her, are those what you had in Portugal?
Oh, okay. We went into them down by Borough Market in London and they were so good. We've been seeing them. I think I saw a location going in York. I don't think it was open yet, but like they were definitely expanding up there. We saw them in a few places in London.
Please come to the U.S.
Yeah, please come to the U.S.
Because Phil made them famous in the U.S.
Oh, somebody feed Phil?
Yeah, he had.
Has he featured them?
Yeah.
That particular store or just the dessert?
Just the dessert.
Just the item.
Went to Portugal.
Oh, okay. So yeah, they'd probably do really well in the US. They probably will open one day in the US, but it'll be like only in New York and LA because that's what happens.
Yeah, that's usually what happens.
Like it won't come to Scottsdale or something because that would be too nice. But yeah, so I'd spotted them here in Oxford on our first day when we were walking around, like, oh, it's that place. Like we're seeing it everywhere. So tonight, walking back, we didn't get dessert at the restaurant. We were feeling a little bit full. But as we were walking back, I'm like, oh, I mean, they're so little. They're only about this big. They're not huge. So one is like the perfect amount for dessert.
Yep.
So I was like, oh, they're not that big. That might be good. But Mom needs to get back to the hotel. Like, we need to get back. We're both very tired. It's raining. I had us do a very, very slight scenic detour leaving the restaurant. And even that, Mom was like, are you sure you want to do that? So I'm like, oh, I'm not going to say anything because Mom just wants to get back to the hotel. Then I hear this voice pipe up from over my shoulder. I think we need some of the cream things. I'm like, well, okay. Twist my arm. Well, we'll probably make some peppermint tea. They'd go really well with peppermint tea. So, do you want to have that before our showers?
Yeah, we could do that before.
Okay. We've been killing time now, but we got back at like 6:30. It's only 6:49 right now. So it's still before 7. The sun's still up for a while. I do want to start doing some packing just to reduce how much packing I have to do tomorrow. I think about half of my stuff I can just pack tonight and then I won't have to worry about it. So I want to do a little bit of packing. I need to take a shower, wash my hair, dry my hair, skincare, get ready for bed, all of that stuff.
I just want to relax for a little bit.
Mom just wants to relax for a little bit. So yeah, it probably would be good to have our little desserts and make some tea in our lovely Oxford Bodleian mugs. Yeah, just relax for a bit and then we can get on with packing and showers and all of that stuff. So I'm not going to end the vlog here. I'm going to get everything imported and see where the vlog is at. And I'll show you a little bit of our cozy evening back in the hotel. It is now later in the evening. It is nearly 10 o'clock, so it's time to go to bed. Mom is reading on her Kindle. She's been reading for most of the night since she finished her shower, and I am probably about halfway packed, and so far so good. So I don't think I'll need to do any packing in the morning. I'll do most of the rest of the packing tomorrow night, and then I'll do the last of the packing on Thursday morning. But I think I can be mostly packed tomorrow night, so that'll be good. It's weird to think about going home. Part of me is ready, Part of me is not. Part of me really wants more time in Oxford. I was talking with Mom about this at dinner, and she pointed out that even when I was staying here for 3 months, it still wasn't enough time. So I think she said something like, the only way to feel like you're having enough time would be to move here. She's not wrong. Can't move here, not just yet. So I have to go home. I think, as I said a while back in the vlog, a few vlogs ago, I'm sad to be leaving in a couple days. Like, we still have all day tomorrow, but the day after tomorrow we'll be going home. I'm sad to be leaving, but I'm also ready to be home. I'm ready to get back into my routine, and I'm ready to sleep. Like, I'm just not sleeping well. The beds are comfortable, but they're not my bed. I've got Mom sleeping right next to me, which is fine, but like, this morning you were snoring.
Was I?
Yeah, and I could hear you through my earplugs.
Okay.
So, which wouldn't have been enough to wake me up, but I was already awake because I'm just not sleeping well at the moment. Mom got quite a bit more sleep last night than I did, so yay. As long as one of us is getting sleep, and as long as that one person is Mom, I'm happy. I can function without sleep, more or less, but a sleepy mom, a tired mom, is not a fun mom to be around. I can't tell if she's listening to me or not. Yeah, I'm ready to be home. I'm ready to be in my own bed. I'm ready to get back to my routine. I'm ready to not feel like I have to go out and do stuff. When you're on vacation and your time is limited, you just feel like you have to make the most of every day. And so we've been doing that, and we've been doing really, really well. We've been getting up and getting out there before it gets super late. I think today was one of our slowest starts, probably because we're just slowing down. But like, there have been days where we've been up and out the hotel room like by 8:30 because we've got a booking somewhere that we've got to make it to. So, we've been doing really well on this trip, but I am ready to just not have a schedule. I was thinking at dinner that one of the big differences between this trip and previous trips is when I go home, I'm on summer break right now. I think from tomorrow, I have 3 months from tomorrow as I'm filming this before the semester starts. So tomorrow is May 22nd. The semester starts on August 22nd. So yeah, I'm going home to summer break instead of going home and immediately diving back into a semester, as was the case in 2019 when I was here for a conference in October in the middle of the semester. I don't know how, like, feeling how I feel right now, I don't know how I went home and immediately got back to work. I really don't. There's no way I could go teach right now. So yeah, I will be glad to go home and have 7-8 weeks before I have to really start thinking about teaching, and pretty much 3 whole months before I've got to be back in a classroom. So that will help. I'm also now envisioning my beautiful clean apartment that I have left behind. I'm now even more glad that I took the time to do so much cleaning before I left, because just the thought of going home to a nice clean apartment is making the thought of going home a little bit more appealing. So packing has gone well. I'm in a good place, and I don't think I'm going to do that much shopping tomorrow. I really don't. So this might, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say what I was going to say because I will jinx myself. So I'm going to keep that thought locked in my brain, and I will try to remember to bring it up in the haul videos or something. If that thought ends up completing itself in the way that I hope it will, then yeah, I might be able to update you on that. But I will probably put it here on the screen once I'm home and I'm editing, but I'm not going to even complete it in my head right now because I do not want to jinx myself, knock on wood. So yeah, packing has gone well, and I feel like I'm in a good place and I don't have to worry about it as much tomorrow. So that's great. So for now, we're gonna go to bed. Are you ready for bed? I just need to brush my teeth.
Okay, me too.
So it'd be nice to get to bed well before. It's 10:08. We've been going to bed closer to 11 most nights on this trip, so it'd be really nice to get to bed by like 10:30. Although we don't have to have a terribly early morning, but we also don't want to, I don't want to sleep in and waste that much of our last day, even though it's supposed to rain for most of the day tomorrow. But we've got a couple museums we know we want to do, a little bit of shopping. I still haven't done like a proper Boots shopping trip. We've dashed into Boots to get things and then dashed back out, but I haven't had like a good browse and wander through Boots. And Oxford has a really big Boots, so definitely want to do that tomorrow. But I think that's the last of the stores. I should look through my list of things I wanted to buy and check off things that I know I've got, see what's left. Although at this point, what's left is probably not going to happen unless I can find it at Boots, because I don't think we're gonna go anywhere else shopping wise. So yeah, anyway, that wraps up this vlog. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did enjoy this vlog, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed, all of those great things. Leave some raindrop emojis and umbrella emojis, because this is the most we were using our umbrellas today. It rained a tiny bit on us the morning we went out to Battersea Power Station, but then we spent most of that day in the mall and it was done raining by the time we left. So we really have been lucky on this trip. We've had barely any rain. I'm just a little bit bummed that the rain that we're getting is all like 2 days in a row during our last 2 days of the trip and our last 2 days in Oxford. I wish the rain had been spread out a little bit more throughout the trip, but oh well. So yeah, leave some rain and umbrella emojis in the comments to let me know which one of you lovely people have made it all the way to the end of this vlog. And yeah, I don't have a question. You can let me know what your favorite part of this vlog was, what your favorite thing that Mom and I did was in this vlog. Come back to the next vlog for our last full day in Oxford and our last full day in England. Come back to the next vlog to see what we get up to, and I will see you all in that vlog. Thank you very much for watching this one. Bye!